Good evening, everyone. We're coming to you again live from downtown Carp for game number 12 on our schedule between Owen Sound and Quebec. Owen Sound will be the home team tonight. Leading things off for Quebec in the top of the first will be Tristan Breton, Mika Hull et Alex Baillargeon. First pitch, swung on a miss by Breton. Strike one. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. In there, changeup for a strike. Rise ball up and out of the zone. 1-2 count. Mac Mulvey doing the throwing for Owen Sound in this game. Big left-hander. Ripped down the third base line. Big turn at one. Brought in quickly by Yard from left field. Holds him to a single.
Batting for Team Quebec, Mika Hull.
See what Team Quebec does here. They like to put the hit and run on, put a bunt, steal. They got some wheels. See if they can get things going here in the top of the first. Wood squares to bunt. Lays it down beautifully. Throw it first in time. Advances the runner.
Batting for Quebec, Alex Baillargeon on deck.
Breton on second. One out. Baillargeon at the plate. Mulvey delivers. Strike one. Baillargeon swings through that one. Strike two. Second game of the day for both of these teams. Both 1-0 on the day. Baillargeon goes down looking. Xavier Dano at the plate. See if he can cash this leadoff single by Breton. Rise ball up. 1-0. Two outs here. Breton on second. Quebec trying to jump out to an early lead here. Mulvey misses the changeup. Up in the zone. 2-0 count. Turned on. Off the track. It's going to score one. Good decision by Dano to hold up at second with a stand-up double. going to bring up Sammy Paré.
Quebec. Sammy Fire on deck. Vincent Godet.
2 down here in the top of the first. Dano just traded places with Breton. Paré looking to do the same. Mulvey delivers. Paré swings through the changeup. Oh, 1 pitch. Catches the outside corner for strike 2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Just a bit out in front, Paré pulls that one foul down the first base line. Change up outside for ball 1. Paré fouls another one off, stay alive. Counts 1 and 2. 2 outs. Dano's on second with 1 run in so far. Quebec seeing if they can add another. Paré goes down swing. After the top of the first, a 1 run on 2 hits. 1 runner left on base. All right, bottom of 1. Bailjon on the mound. Came in relief of Charles Lecal in game 1 for Quebec today and did a great job against Saskatchewan. Quebec pulling out the win. Bottom of 7. Owen Torrey, Dallas Kipfer, and Mac Mulvey. Torrey looks at ball 1. Nice barehanded scoop by the third baseman. And gets Torrey at first. 1 out.
Dallas Kuiper to bat. Mac Mulvey on deck.
Dallas Kipfer at the plate. Ball up and in. The 1-1 count. That one's skied into the air at short. Settled under that was Dano. 2 outs.
Mac Mulvey to bat. Wade Kiwashagi on deck.
Pitcher Mac Mulvey up to the plate now. See if he can help his own cause here. Looks at a ball down. One 0 pitch in the dirt. 2-0. Here's a 2-0 pitch. Mulvey's follows that one in behind us here. Counts 2-1. Valjean delivers a 2-1 pitch. Bounces it in there for ball 3. 3-1 count. Bottom of 1 here with 2 outs. Mulvey seeing if he can get things started for Owenstown. Rips that one back up the middle. And he'll hold it first for a single. Wade Kiwagishig. I had a conversation with him last night after mispronouncing his name, just to always want to make sure I pronounce the players' names correctly. So Wade Kiwagishig, batting in the 4 spot.
On deck. Brady Ho.
Having a good tournament so far, Kiwagishig is. See if Mulvey's staying put or thinking of taking second. Rise ball up. Sounds like there's some rain maybe hitting the tin roof here in the booth. Hopefully it's passes quickly or doesn't come down too hard. Ball gets away from Boucher, and Mulvey down to second. Kiwagishig swings through that one. The 1-2 count here. Mulvey on second, 2 out. By Argent. Kiwagishig turns on that one. Looks like it's just going to fade foul. And it does. Put a charge into that. Just couldn't keep it straight. Still 1-2. Kugishig. Valjean delivers. Kugishig sits back on the chains, just not enough. Pops it up to right. Ends the threat and the inning. After one complete, the score 1-0 Quebec. And we're back. A little bit more rain coming down. Some people seeking some shelter. Just having a discussion up here. So long as it doesn't get dangerous for the batters and the pitchers can grip the ball. At the end of the day, it's the umpire's discretion. So. Top two, Vincent Godet at the plate. Mobley delivers. Pitch is just up for ball one. Godet, Boucher, Isabelle. Start things off here in the top of the second. Godet pulls that one down to third, and throw to first is made in time for the first out of the inning. Nice play by Owen Torrey there to play the hop and throw it on to first. Now up, catcher Philip Boucher. Mulvey sets. Ball one.
Those guys, we run into Nova Scotia, those guys were pumping for quite a while. Oh no, sorry. No, I'm wrong. Nova Scotia is not here.
You just missed that one. Flies out to yard and left. To retired.
Batter for Quebec, Felix Isabelle.
Well, I would say he's one of the top. But George can't.
Felix Isabelle up for the first time. Hoping to get things started here with 2 outs in the top of second for Team Quebec.
Yeah, you're right. I would put George probably top 5 Canada.
Mulvey sets, delivers, ball one.
He did international points at first.
Mulvey seems to be having trouble getting that strike call on the outside corner from the home plate umpire. That one's definitely outside. 2-0 count.
He was high up back in the 16 NHL. He had to make a decision because he was good enough for the AHL. Bank of Montreal. Chose Bank of Montreal.
Chopped, just foul. For strike one.
His
2-1 count here as the rain keeps coming down a bit in Carp. Mulvey trying to get the Owen Sound selects to the sticks. 2-1 pitch. Bounces it in there for ball 3.
probably early 90s, maybe late 80s.
Through-run pitch on the way from Mulvey. Up and out for ball 4. I'll bring up the left fielder, Benjamin Roy, to the plate with 2 out here in the top of the second inning.
Adding for Team Quebec, Roy Benjamin.
Now, I got to take this. I'm off to the ball.
Mulvey sets. Skips it in there, and Felix Isabel will easily take second on the pass ball. One 0 pitch. Ripped up the middle. Throw comes into second. Isabel scores easily, and Benjamin Roy with an RBI single. That rolls things over to the top of the lineup. Tristan Breton at the dish. 2 outs. Benjamin Roy at first. Pitch is inside. Ball 1. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Breton takes a healthy cut. 1-1 count here with a runner on first. Benjamin Roy getting a healthy jump at first. Seen the soft diamond be a problem at times. Breton couldn't quite check his swing on that. It's in there for strike 2. 1-2 is the count. 2 out, runner on first in the top of the second. Breton sat back on that one, just pulled it foul down the third base line. Still got a 1-2 count here. Runner at first with 2 outs. Breton swings through it, and Mulvey gets himself out of a jam. After the top of the second, Quebec pushes through another run to take a 2-0 lead, with Owen Sound coming up in the bottom of the half. Brady Hogue, Brendan Hagerman, and Tucker Firth due up here in the bottom half of the second for Owen Sound. See if they can get themselves on the board here.
Batting for Owen Sound in the bottom of the second, Brady Hogue.
Bayerjean with the drop ball inside. Hogue gets out of the way. Ball one. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way. Hogue puts a sting into that one into the gap, left center gap. It's turned in for two. And he's in there with a leadoff double. Just good backfield push by Hogue there to get things started here for Owen Sound in the bottom of the second.
Batting for Owen Sound, Brendan Hagerman.
First pitch from Bayerjean. Outside, and catcher Boucher wasn't able to squeeze that one. Checked his glove. I think he might have a glove issue, Vladimir Guerrero style here. He did look to catch it cleanly, and it scooched, went right through his web. All right. That's a tough way to have a guy move up to third. He's back with a new glove. 1-0 count with a runner on third and nobody out. Bayerjean delivers. Brendan Hagerman puts that one over the left field fence. Owen Sound on the board with a 2-run home run. It's a good start to the bottom of the second here for the Owen Sound selects. Tucker Firth hoping to keep things going here for the selects. Nobody out.
Tucker Firth, the batter. Curtis Rouet on net.
First Squares tries to lay down the bunt. Strike one. I think he might have caught Quebec sleeping on that one if he had gotten that bunt down. Checks the sign again and steps back into the box. 0-1 pitch from Bayerjean. Outside for ball one. One count here for Firth. Bayerjean delivers. Rise ball out of the zone for ball two. Two-one count here. Bayerjean delivers. Another sting put in it by Firth. And another home run for the Owen Sound selects. Push that one backfield and over the fence. Great piece of hitting there by Tucker Firth. Owen Sound takes a 3-2 lead here in the bottom of the second inning.
Arden Yard.
Mound conference here for Team Quebec with Curtis Roots set to step into the batter's box and Aiden Yard on deck. Look like they're going to make a change, but I'm not too sure here.
Burgers are almost sold out, and the canteen will close at 7. Thank you to all the volunteers who helped out today at the Huntley Community.
So Biogen will stay in the game here. Team Quebec down 3-2 in the bottom of second. Curtis Roots up. Nobody out still. See if he can get things started for Owen Sound. Once again after having pushed through 3 already. Ball outside for Baillargeon. A 1-0 count. Curtis Roots. Skies that one to second. Camped under it was Mikael. 1 out.
Aiden Yard, the batter. James Martel on deck.
Talked about it earlier today, the pace of play. Umpire reminding the players to have 1 foot in the box at all times. Baillargeon skips that one in for ball 1. Bottom of the second inning here. Got 3 runs in, 1 out, 1-0 pitch. Down for ball 2. Yard gets a sign from the third base coach. Steps back in. Swings through that one. Strike 1. Two 2-1 count here to Yard. A 1 out. Baillargeon throws a sneaky change in there for strike 2. Nice pitch. Here comes the 2-2 delivery. Gets him. Oh, just got enough of it. Umpire called foul ball. Quebec wasn't sure that he had actually fouled it, so they threw down to first there. Umpire said no, foul ball. 2-2 count. Yard pulls it down the third baseline, just foul. Yard runs well. Would have been a tough play for Félix Isabelle to throw him out at first. Would have been close. Nonetheless, it's foul. Yard stays alive. 2-2 count. Still just the 1 out here and bottom of 2. And Isabelle retires Aiden Yard for the second out.
James Martel, the batter. Owen Torrey on deck.
That rolls the lineup over for Owen Sound. Owen Torrey, leadoff hitter for Owen Sound Selects. Grounded out in his first at bat to third base. See if you can have better luck this time. Bergeron delivers. That's fouled down the first baseline. Understandably, Bergeron doesn't want the clean ball. They're not quite as grippy as ones that have been in play. He wants the other one. It's a little bit of rain that's fallen. I do not blame the pitcher whatsoever for wanting a ball that he feels he can control, and I'm sure the hitters don't mind that either. Torrey's worked a 2-1 count here. Bergeron trying to get out of the inning. Strike 2. Nice pitch on the inside corner there. Get a 2-2 count. Bottom of 2, 2 out. Bergeron delivers. Up and in for ball 3. Owen Torrey trying to get things started here again for Owen Sound with 2 outs. Bergeron trying to end it. Strikes him out on the inside corner. Ends the threat. After 2 complete, Owen Sound selects 3, Team Quebec 2. Welcome back, folks. Team Quebec to lead off here. Michael, Alex Bergeron, and Xavier Dano here in the top of the third. Mulvey delivers. Swung on and missed by Owen. Strike 1. So the ball down there. 1-1 count. Mulvey skips that one in for ball 2. Two 2-1 count. Wood fouls that one off for strike 2. 2-2 count. Wood had a nice sacrifice bunt his first at bat. He strikes out swinging at a changeup. First out of the inning. Pitcher Alex Bergeron at the plate.
Batting for Team Quebec.
Trying to see if he can help his own cause here. Mulvey with outside on that one, 1-0 count. Up in the zone for ball 2. These two pitchers have done a good job of staying in the chute and not having any conversations with the home plate umpire so far this game, which is nice to see. Bergeron pulls that one to second. Martel scoops it. On to first for the out. Nice play by second baseman James Martel.
Batting for Team Quebec, Xavier Dano.
Xavier Dano at the plate. Martel known for his defensive prowess. Helping his pitcher out there. Dano checks his swing on a ball down in the dirt. Appeal. Umpire says he did not go. Ball 1.
Sammy Parr on deck.
Shortstop Dano was busy in the first game today in the field and had a great game at the dish. Looks at strike 1. 1-1 count here with 2 outs, top of the 3rd inning. Mulvey hits that outside corner for strike 2. 2-2 count here. Mulvey trying to get him to the sticks. Delivers. Down in the dirt. Nice block by Hagerman. Might have jammed up his thumb there. Umpire has it as a 2-2 count. Change up fools him for strike 3 looking. 3 up, 3 down for Owen Sound. For Quebec, I guess, in the top of the 3rd. Owen Sound coming up to bat. All right, Dallas Kipfer here to lead things off for Owen Sound in the bottom of 3rd.
On deck.
Mac Mulvey and Wade Kiwagishig. It's a charge into that one. Straightaway center field. Home run for Dallas Kipfer. Pitcher Mac Mulvey up. See what he can do. Had a single last at bat and moved up to second on a pass ball. Ball's up. Mulvey's worked himself a 2-1 count here. Swings at a pitch outside and it's a good job to foul it off. 2-2 count. Two count here for Mulvey. Sits back on a changeup, pushes it to left field, and a great diving catch by Benjamin Roy in left field.
Batting for Owen Sound, Wade Kuagishe. On deck, Brady Ho.
At bat with 1 out here for Owen Sound selects Wade Kuagishig. Despite the fly out to right, last at bat, he had battled and barreled the bat up a couple times, just couldn't keep it straight. See if he can straighten one out here and get himself on base. Looks at ball 2 out of the zone. Kuagishig might get a good look at a good pitch here. 2-0 count. Down and away for ball 3. Look down to 3 for the sign. I think coach might have given him the green light here. 3-0. We'll see. Just get a pitch to hit. Nope. Ball 4. Good patience by Kuagishig there. Earns himself a walk. Brady Hogue ripped a double his last at bat. See what he can do here with Kuagishig on first and 1 out. Good pitch on the outside corner there. 1 strike. Oh, 1 pitch on the way. Hogue hammers that one, but pulls it just foul down the right field line. Sounded like the umpire was a little bit frustrated there with the ball coming back into play. Valjean delivers. Popped up and out of play at first base here. Hogue's getting a good look at some of these pitches here. Wouldn't be surprised if he squared one up. Seems to be seeing Valjean well. Ball outside. Kuagishig still at first base. 1 run in on Kipfer's home run to lead things off. 1 out. Here's the pitch. Hogue fouls it off his foot, sorry. He's going to walk it off here for a second. Never a fun feeling for a batter. The next Valjean sets, delivers, ball outside. I think we have a 2-2 count here for Hogue. Ball's down. Philippe Boucher couldn't find it in between his feet, and Kiwagishig takes second. Little battery conference here. Yep. 1 out, full count here for Hogue. Valjean gets him swinging on a pitch up in the zone. 2 outs for Team Quebec. That brings up Hagerman, who hit a 2-run home run last at bat.
Brendan Hagerman, the batter.
Kiwagishig still on second. 2 outs for Owen Sound here in bottom of 3. Ball's up and out of the zone. Ball 1. Ball 2. 2-0 count here. See if Hagerman gets something to hit. Kiwagishig still on second. 2 outs. Valjean delivers. Hagerman skies one behind first base, and the second baseman, Mikael, makes the out. After 3 complete, we have a score of 4-2 in favor of Owen Sound Selects. Début de la quatrième manche ici à Carp pour l'équipe du Québec. On a Samy Paré, Vincent Gaudet et Philippe Boucher. On verra s'ils sont capables de commencer quelque chose pour l'équipe. Oui! Beau frappé par Samy Paré. Un coureur. Mulvey hung that one up a little bit. Samy Paré did a good job pulling that into right field for a single. See what Team Quebec puts on here. Vincent Gaudet, number 6 hitter, squares, pulls back, snap down to one. Samy Paré is back in time.
Batting for Team Quebec, Vince Gadet.
First pitch was in there for a ball. It's 1-0 count. Hagerman just checking to see that he did pull back the squared bunt. Home plate umpire reassuring him that he did. Vincent Gaudet just misses getting that one down. 1 ball, 1 strike. Samy Paré still on first. Vincent Gaudet at the plate. Gaudet gets that one down. Does a good job moving him up. Paré advances to second. 1 out here.
Philip Margall, the batter.
First pitch, change up. Fooled Boucher there. Another changeup. Fools Boucher. 0-2 count. And 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Samy Paré on second. Philippe Boucher facing 0-2 count. Ball gets away from Hagerman. Samy Paré takes third. 1-2 count here. So Team Quebec threatening with 1 out, top of the 4th. Philippe Boucher faces 1-2 count, hoping to try and cash Samy Paré from third base. Fools him on the changeup again. And goes down swinging, throw down to first to get him.
Felix Isabel, the batter.
That brings up Felix Isabel, who drew a walk last at bat and scored on a single by Benjamin Roy. Looks at a first pitch strike. That put a good swing on that one, just swung through it. In there for strike 2, 0-2 count. 2 out, the runner on third, and Mulvey trying to get out of a little bit of trouble here and get Owen Sound back to the sticks. Just outside. Good eye by Felix Isabel there. Not an easy pitch to lay off. 1-2 count. Mulvey sets. Outside again for ball 2. Two count here. Isabelle hoping to change the score. With Sammy Paré on third. Mulvey sets. Delivers. Felix Isabelle skies it just into foul territory. He's going to get another crack at it here. I believe we still have a 2-2 count here. Paré at third. 2 outs, top of the 4th. Mulvey gets a sign. Gets him with the changeup, ends the threat. No runs for Quebec that inning. Due up. Bottom of 4 is Firth, Roots, and Yard for Owen Sound.
For Team Quebec in the top of the 4th inning.
Bottom of 4 here. Owen Sound at bat. Leading things off will be Tucker Firth, followed by Curtis Roots and Aiden Yard. Owen Sound's scored off by Argent in the last 2 innings here. See if they keep things going in the 4th. Firth had a solo shot last at bat. Looks at ball 1 here.
I'm going to sit out here, right over here by the bleachers, okay? You guys behave yourself, eh? Lincoln?
Argent squares, sets, delivers, and
Come on.
ball's skied. Deno gets under it. Out in shallow left. Got there from his shortstop position. 1 out.
Curtis Ritz, the batter. Aiden Yard on deck. James Martell, the follower.
Curtis Roots at the dish. Popped up to second last at bat. Looks at strike 1 on the inside corner. Oh, 1 pitch. Bounced in for ball 1. Ball's up and out of the zone. 2-1 count here for Roots. Aiden Yard waiting on deck. Strike 2 on the inside corner. By Algence squares, looks for a second out here. Roots rips that one into right for a single. Good at bat by Curtis Roots there.
Aiden Yard, the batter. James Martel on deck.
Kept trying to jam him inside, and he finally opened up his hips and ripped one through the hole between first and second. Aiden Yard up, grounded out his last at bat, but had a great at bat. See if he can do it again and move Roots up. Pulled down the third baseline, just foul.
Owen Torrey on deck. Dallas Kuiper to follow.
0-2 count here on Yard. Rise ball up and out of the zone. Roots moves up to second. Into scoring position for the Owen Sound Selects. 1-2 count here. Yard looking to catch that runner at second. Swings through for strike 3. Second out of the inning.
Owen Torrey, the batter. Dallas Kuiper on deck.
Rolls things over to the top of the order here. Owen Torrey up. Still looking to catch that runner from second. Pushed out to right, and caught cleanly by Tristan Breton. Third out of the inning. After 4 complete, score is 4-2 Owen Sound. Benjamin Roy leading things off. Looks at strike 1 on the inside corner from Mulvey. Top of 5 here. Roy, Breton, Hull. Fouled back for strike 2.
Batting for Team Quebec, Benjamin Roy.
Mulvey throws that one up and out of the zone. 1-2 count. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Roy. Strike 3.
Brenton, the batter.
Tristan Breton at the dish. 1 out here in the top of 5. Hit a single and came around to score in the first inning. Struck out in the second. We're going to get things started here for Team Quebec.
Mika Hool on deck.
Here's the pitch. Fouled back again. One-two pitch here from Mulvey. Mulvey's settled in pretty well here. He's got 8 strikeouts so far on the day. Looking to see if he can get a 9th. And he does. Great pitch by Mulvey.
Mika Hool, the batter.
Mikael up to bat. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Quebec facing a 4-2 deficit. First pitch is ball in the dirt. Pitch looked good, but called a ball. 2-0 count here. We're looking to get things started here with 2 outs, top of 5. Ball 3. Mulvey delivers. There it is. Strike 1. Here's a 3-1 pitch from Mulvey. Sliced foul down the third baseline. Made coach do a little dance down there to get out of the way, not get hit. Apologizes to his coach. Pushes the count full, 3-2. Who does a good job to sit back on that changeup and foul it off. Staying alive. 3-2 count here. Here's the payoff pitch. Gets him swinging. Strike 3. 3 up, 3 down. 3 strikeouts for Mulvey. Top of the 5th inning. All right, bottom of 5 here. We've got Kipfer to lead things off for Owen Sound selects. Hit a home run to straightaway center field last at bat. Score the 4th run for Owen Sound. Bergeron delivers first pitch, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Kipfer. Ball outside. Bergeron had the one tough inning, but he's throwing pretty well so far. Ball 3. Didn't seem to want to give Kipfer too much to hit here. 3-0 count. Strike 1. Kipfer sets in. Bergeron. 3-1 pitch. Kipfer pops it up. Tristan Breton camps under it and makes the first out of the inning.
Mac Mulvey, the batter.
Pitcher Mac Mulvey at the dish. 1 out here in the bottom of 5th. Looks at strike 1. One count. One pitch. A little high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Mulvey sets in here. Ducks out of the way of ball 3. 3-1 count. Mulvey singled in the first and flew out to left in the second, or sorry, the third. And he squares one up right back up the middle here for a single.
Wade Kiwagishig is the batter. Brady Hogue on deck.
1 out here. Mulvey on first and Wade Kiwagishig at the dish. Drew a walk last at bat on 4 straight pitches. Hoping to put one in play here. Ball outside. Mulvey looks down for the sign. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. 2-0. Mulvey wisely stayed put there. Bergeron just fixing the mound. Comes set. Kiwagishig fouls that one off. 2 balls, 1 strike here. 1 out. Mulvey on first. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Kiwagishig swings through that one for strike 2. Two pitch on the way. Kiwagishig gets a good drive. Sorry, does a good job driving that one into right field for a single and moves the runner up. Mulvey at second. Kiwagishig
Brady
at
Hogue,
first. Brady Hogue
Hagerman on deck.
ripped a
Rucker
double
third
in
for
the
Hogue.
second inning and struck out in the third inning. He also scored on a home run by Hagerman back in the second after his double. Looks like we're going to have a Martel in to run for Kiwagishig, who's actually the designated player. Umpire's just updating the scorekeepers here. Keep track of everything. He's taking his own notes.
James Martell in for Wade Kiwishag.
Just the one out right now. Hogue steps in with runners on first and second. First pitch. Up, and the runners advance to second and third. Couple of runners in scoring position here for Hogue. See what he can do. One out, 1-0 count. Ball's down and in. And 2 balls, no strikes. See if Hogue gets something here on a 2-0 count. Rise ball up. For strike one. Took a healthy cut at it. Hogue looking to catch these runners and really open things up for the Owen Sound Selects, who currently lead 4-2. Here's the pitch. Ball 3. Hogue did a good job holding there. 3-1 count, and Hagerman on deck. Hogue fouls that one back. Three-two count here to Hogue with 1 out and runners on second and third. See if he can catch these runners himself. Here's the pitch. Runner coming from third. Great throw from left for the double play at home. Ends the threat for Owen Sound. Quebec does a great job getting out of trouble. After 5 complete, scores 4-2 Owen Sound. Back here at the top of the 6th. Pitcher Alex Bergeron, Xavier Dano, and Sami Paré
Alex Badagon.
to get things started for Team Quebec. Great throw there to end the inning from left. Mulvey gunned down at home. And makes his own nice play on that. Drive back up the middle and throws out the runner at first. Nice play there from Mulvey. Xavier Dano at the dish. He's got a double, an RBI double in the first, and a struck out looking in the third. Change up in there for a strike.
Xavier
0-1.
Dano is the batter. Sami Paré on deck.
Mulvey sets. Strike on the inside corner. Nice pitch by Mulvey right there. O2 pitch. Pulled it short. Play made. 2 outs. Tucker Firth did a good job staying on that one. We have seen some tricky hops here this weekend so far, or this week so far. Ball 1 to Paris. Two outs here in the top of the 6th. Paris fouls one down the first baseline. Been a fun game so far. Tightly contested at 4-2. All the scoring was fairly early on in the game. One-two count here to Paris. Mulvey looking to get out of the inning. And fouled off just enough to keep him alive, and 1-2 count. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Change up, hung up there. Paris does a good job to pull it into right for the single. Keeps the inning alive for Team Quebec. Brings Vincent Gaudette to the dish.
Vince Gaudette, the batter. Philip Boucher on deck.
Good twist there by Gaudette. 1 strike. So top of the 6th here. We've got 2 outs. Sami Paré on first and Vincent Gaudette at the dish. Quebec seeing if they can push a little closer here to Owen Sound, who currently holds a 4-2 lead. Mulvey sets and delivers. Ball. Runner wisely doesn't go. Hagerman got a good bounce there. Two-one count here. Mulvey sets and delivers. Rip down the third baseline, foul. 2-2. Sent a couple of our volunteers scrambling there down the left field line. Paris still at first. 2-2 pitch. Godet puts a sting in that one. Yard at the track and gets under it for the third out of the inning. Welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the sixth inning here. Owen Sound has Hagerman, Firth, and Roots to lead things off. Hagerman's already hit a 2-run home run. Pushes that one out to right. Catch made for the first out of the inning. Good job by Breton, who's made a few catches out there.
Tucker Fritz, the batter. Curtis Ritz on deck. Aiden Yard to follow.
Tucker Firth, who has a home run of his own today. Looks at ball one up and out of the zone. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Baillargeon. In there for strike one. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And in there on the inside corner for strike two. Baillargeon's done a pretty good job throwing the lefties inside so far today. Change up outside for a 2-2 count. Baillargeon hoping to hold Owen Sound here. Give themselves a chance in the top of the seventh. Payoff pitch here for Baillargeon. Ball 4. Firth works the walk. Gives Owen Sound a runner. Curtis Roots at the dish.
Curtis Ritz, the batter. Aiden Yard on deck. Owen Torrey to follow.
Both players getting the sign from the third base coach. Here's the pitch. Roots skies that one to center. Second out of the inning. Vincent Gaudet had to run a good ways to get under that one, but it was high enough that he was able to. And
Aiden Yard, the batter.
got 2 outs here.
Torrey on deck.
Aiden Yard.
Carlos Kuiper to follow.
Rise ball in there, swinging strike. Yard reaches and swings for one, skies it to short. Or actually to second. Shortstop Xavier Baudouin makes the out. Owen Sound retired. No runs, one walk. One runner left on base. Score remains 4-2. Team Quebec with their last chance here, coming up in the top of 7. Encore une fois, la dernière chance pour l'équipe du Québec. On verra s'ils peuvent compter au moins 2 pour continuer la partie. On a Philippe Boucher, Félix Isabelle et Benjamin Roy. Une balle. Deux balles.
Philip Ballagron, the batter.
Montville lance bien aujourd'hui contre l'équipe du Québec. Ils ont compté 2 au début de la partie. Première et deuxième manche, mais depuis ce temps-là, il a bien lancé. Philippe Boucher, Félix Isabelle, Benjamin Roy aimeraient changer ça. Donc, se donner la chance de continuer la partie, peut-être même la gagner. On verra. Lui, il lance. 2 balles, 1 prise. Deux balles, 2 prises. Les équipes s'encouragent pas mal ici maintenant. Philippe Boucher. Mulvey with the third strike on the outside corner catches Boucher looking for the first out of the inning.
Felix Isabel Lavater, Benjamin Roy on deck.
Felix Isabel worked a walk in the second and scored. Hoping he can do the same thing here in top of the seventh and give Team Quebec a chance. Pitch was outside. 1-1 count here. Mulvey swings, or sorry, Isabel swings through that one. Mulvey's got a 1-2 count in his favor here. Strike 3 on the outside corner. 2 retired here in the top of the seventh. Mulvey hoping to shut the door, and Benjamin Roy hoping to keep his team alive.
Benjamin Roy, the batter.
Dernière chance pour l'équipe du Québec ici. Benjamin Roy fera de son meilleur pour continuer la game. Deux prises. Mulvey sets, delivers. Ball 1. Mulvey thought he had strike 3 there. Umpire said, no, let's keep playing for at least one more pitch. 1-2 count. Change up just up in the zone. Benjamin Roy did a good job to hold off that one. Two-two count here. Benjamin Roy trying to keep things alive for his team. Full count here to Benjamin Roy. 2 outs, top of the seventh. Mulvey trying to end it. Gets him swinging. That's the ball game, folks. Owen Sound 4, Team Quebec 2. A great game played by both teams right there.
Final score. Owen Sound selects 4. Team Quebec 2.
Mac Mulvey with the win. Going the distance. Alex Baillargeon takes the loss through the distance. He had... Mac Mulvey with 12 Ks on the game. Merci à tous. Bonne chance le restant de la semaine. Et on espère que continue à pas pleuvoir ici pour nous autres.